Hey guys, Type here bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on Stadschutt. Hopefully spawning in the north we have Franz. Thanks to his forces and straight away locking into Infantry company. Teaming up with him is Greed. Playing as Soviets and straight away locking into Airborne troops. A little bit of bad blood here maybe. Facing off against some in the south, we have Do Not Go Gentle into Good Night. Playing as Ostheer and going for Jaeger Armour. Finally we have Panzerjager Abteilung. Playing as OKW, straight away locking into Grand Offensive. In terms of rankings, these teams are very evenly matched, both in the mid 120s. So yeah, very, very even match here. Interesting option here, going for the Kubel early on. No contest on the far fuel for the Axis either. Focusing on centre and left at the moment. G42 in quite an aggressive position there. Chases away the rifleman immediately. Nice positioning. Worked out well from conscripts getting aggressive and another squad capping out the far side. But this is a really, really late cap for Greed. I think he should have just made a dash for the fuel a lot earlier than this. Yeah, we're near the 2-minute mark now and guys don't even have their fuel connected. And it hasn't been contested at all. Franz having a bit of trouble. Just constantly getting rebuffed in the north. Maybe Do Not Go Gentle can get something going across here. Conscripts outnumbered 2v1 here. Crossing the road, that's kind of painful. Takes quite a lot of damage. I'm waiting for this other conscript squad to arrive and support. These conscripts finally branching out to the fuel, but the Axis are going to have like an extra minute or so worth of high fuel control. So it's a bit of a slow start for the Allies. We've got a 3 conscript build into tech. So a little bit under strength in terms of army early on from Greed. Especially with this commander, it's kind of strange to just see 3 conscripts where the SVT upgrade is just so powerful on them. Generally you'll see 4 with this commander. They're going into a mortar now. Wow, that's a strange call. Not like they're up against like double MG42s or anything, just regular build. And at this stage, building a mortar is risky because you can very easily get pushed and it just doesn't have that many units in like a stable front line to protect his mortar. So I don't think that's the right choice here. But we'll see how he works it. Got 1 Falk into a double Fusilier, combining with the Kubelwagen for Abteilung. And let's see, we've got the first crate dropped in there. SVT's equipped on these conscripts now, and they'll be dishing out the nasty damage against the Grenadiers, who are not currently upgraded. Looks like he spent his first lot of munitions on the med bunker out the back. And they are somewhat forwards battle group here for Abteilung. Interesting option. Not like super far forwards, but you know, if you've got team weapons parked around the centre, which is very common in this map, you know, to pull them back to here for healing and reinforcements could be really, really nice. Just got to make sure it doesn't get pushed, of course. And now a Maxim for Greed. Haven't seen very much action on the far flank from either team, honestly. But quite a lot of fighting up here in the north and through the centre. Predictive Incendiary Grenade does decent damage to the riflemen. They reposition though. But eventually this is just going to win out for the Allies. Axis trying to hold on here for as long as possible. What a team finds the MG, forcing it away, and SVT conscripts overwhelming the Grenadiers in close here. They're just so strong in the early game. SVT conscripts.
track at our disposal.
Comm engineers. Okay, do get out of there. Should be alright. So far, pretty even split of the map. Axis have lost control of the munitions for a decent chunk of time here now, though. And a half track. But do not go gentle. Which is a kind of interesting option, given we do have the forward battle group here already. Maybe seems like it's not entirely necessary, especially if he's not going to upgrade it with the flamethrowers, which he, of course, basically cannot at this stage. Doesn't have nearly enough munitions. And a very early sweeper on the pies, which is an interesting idea. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. I don't think I've seen the comm engineers just like out here for an extended period of time where they could potentially be planting mines. Do have Franz though is playing his US forces with rifle field fences, so I could see some mines from him. But at this stage might be wanting to try and save his munitions. Those M1919s making a bit of a push here. Putting a lot of pressure onto the MG42, trying to soft retreat. You do have the HQ structure right there. More squads coming in from the side. Franz is getting outnumbered here. We're starting to run out of steam a little bit. Reinforcement half-track also chipping in for some damage. And Axis holding on well through the centre because of this. We do have some indirect fire coming out from the base of Franz now. Back alley underway. And here comes some suppression, but a bit of a flank here. Fusiliers closing the distance with the grenade as well. Is this connecting with the half-track? It does not get the kill. More grenades, just flooding grenades onto that Maxim. Set it up on the negative cover. These units do get forced away. Oof, close call for those grenadiers, almost going down to the SVT conscripts on the far side. Reinforcement half-track handled pretty well so far. But is this coming up? Looking for the kill. Got to get one shot on it here. Oh, and he does. He nails it. And down it goes. He took the risk. He thought it was safe back there, but there's this pushed up nicely. Well played by Greed. Yeah, but you know, he had the option of not using the half-track on the battlefield while I was one shot from death like that. He's trying to maximize the efficiency. And he paid the price. Echelon using the smoke there. Quite an early grenade tick from Franz. Going for the capture. Big push again from Franz through the centre. 3 CPs now, so I imagine once these guys have fled their retreats, I'll start to equip those M1919s next. Pakawi and infantry support guns through the centre. And finally we see a squad branching out to the far side of the Axis. So it's just been like, you know, completely undefended almost the entire time. Very easy territory for taking it, especially when there's no light vehicle on the map. No tier 3 down for Greed, no tier 70 out. Very, very safe at this stage to push all the way over here, do some capping, especially with a super high health squad like this. So it's free real estate over there. Have some squads coming over to defend. Oh, he lost his MG42. Did I miss that? It's like it changed hands. No, there's double Maxims there. Did he get outright killed? No, Franz got it. Okay, I apologise for missing that action, but at least I noticed it now. Back how are you looking for some damage? Good mines up in the north so far from Abteilung, shutting down Franz every time he tries to push forwards. And rather strange. Franz has retreated with most of these squads since then, but has not picked up the M1919s yet. I'm trying to get them neutralized here. Nice grenade, but still not going to be able to hold on here. STG Fox closing in. Taking a bit too much damage. Oh, push from the Peregrines. And gets the D crew. Is he going to go for the steal on the MG42? Regather it. With quite a lot of squads nearby. Probably would have lost his Peregrines if he tried. So he doesn't. Doesn't go for it. Now pulling back. The SVT con's just such a big headache at the moment. Performing really well. Axis struggling to keep up with their weapon upgrades. So quite a lot of grenades from Abteilung at least, which is slowing down a little bit in the upgrade path. Whoa, did you see that? They tried to throw a grenade, but it got stuck on the sandbag. Oh, that's unlucky for Abteilung. Good, well-timed retreat there from Do Not Go Gentle. Super close range like that, a machine gun will just rip right through you. Double infantry support guns doing some long-range shooting here.
Supply sector under attack.
And the Axis are a little bit behind on VPs, but not too bad at the moment. He's sitting up on the road here for greed. That's not going to go well for him. And Do Not Go Gentle going for another half-track. This late in the game. Could be impacting his medium tank timing doing this, so I hope he knows what he's up to. Speaking of medium tanks, we do have tier 4 down for greed. And the major out for France. So both the allies right there for a medium tank. We could even start production of them right now. So Axis could get blindsided somewhat by this double medium action from the allies. Majority coming down. So far not hitting too much. Oh, that was a good connection. Unfortunately, just soft retreating for the reinforcement. Interesting option, still on 1919s for Franz. I wonder if he's purposefully not getting them because he's up against double infantry support guns, want to have the better on the move performance. So we can use that to help dodge. Conscripts coming in from the rear. MG shutting down this push, but can't shut down the conscripts from the other side as well. And now they're coming out of suppression. End up overwhelming in the south. Big body counts both ways in the center with indirect fire coming down. Close range fighting. Take a quick look at the KD here. France 25 for 55. Massively lopsided against him right here. And where do all his munitions go? Is that just all in the major army? Didn't he have like close to 120 before? Maybe he's been throwing too many grenades. Oh, Caddy going after the infantry support guns. So far not hitting them successfully, however. Then come the conscripts from the other side. But the scatter is good for Abteilung. Didn't do any dodging there basically at all, and gets the almost no damage on them. Didn't drop a single model. This from the side nearly takes down the half track. That was a close call. Missed the second shot. And Maxim through the center. A lot of action through the center just again and again. But it's about to be joined by the Sherman. Gotta be careful if he comes out to the far side. Already hit a few mines. I'm kidding out there as well, so Franz pay to get the sweeper over there if he wants to send the Sherman off to the side. And here it comes through the center, getting things going. Pack moving across to the center now in response. But a very, very timid start here for the Sherman, and unfortunately not enough munitions. The 50 cal upgrade on it either, so can't really inflict that much damage with it. We can create over here. Did you forget about it? Abteilung smoking in the center, trying to go for the capture with his Fusiliers. Sherman could be going for some attack grounds here. There he goes. Gets a mine there. Stops the flank attempt. And soft retreat on the pies, baiting them into the machine gun here. Looking like a treat for Do Not Go Gentle. And this is just like, you know, if you get a Sherman out so much earlier than your opponents, you want to do some damage with it. You can't afford to just have it sitting around the center not doing much for the first minute. Especially when you haven't even like seen your opponent's anti-tank gun yet. You've got to get in there and do some damage with it. Here comes a flak panzer on the other side. Doing a good amount of damage. Forcing it away though. And SVT conscripts working nicely against these P-Greens. Might have forgotten about them here. Let's retreat past the Maxim. Will he switch targets with it? Does. Ooh, that was a close call. Almost got the wipe there. And now a sniper through the center if we Do Not Go Gentle. But yeah, what's the Sherman doing? It's just been camped here in the middle the entire time. Hasn't done anything. This is just a really bad start for Franz. Should be probing, switching from side to side, looking for an opening. But now Abteilung's had enough time to field a second Raketen. That's just going to make it so much harder for Sherman to get any damage done. So he's missed his window. You know, first 2 minutes or so the Sherman's been on the field. He's done almost nothing, and now the Axis are building more anti-tank guns to counter it. It's going to be even harder to get anything done. Got a priest coming through now for France, and comboing that up with the Katyusha should be pretty nasty. Some Shreks now on the Fusiliers, so yeah, I mean that Sherman's have a horror show. Trying to do anything now. Infantry support guns are stacking up the kills. 5 here, 10 here. Katyusha going after them. Oh, and that's a good connection. One of them decrewed immediately. I think if possible, the division of labor should be like the priest maybe going for just like this steady barrages close to the battle group. Katyusha more directly targeting the support weapons themselves. Bit of trouble for the flak panzer. T-34, yeah, I mean he sees the Zis right there. He's got the conscripts right there. He does have his mortar softening up the pack. And And the Allies doing a pretty good job over the last couple minutes holding on to the centre. And then direct fire starting to work nicely for them. Wow, second Katyusha for greed. What is going to be the answer for the Axis? We're seeing a straight Tiger from Abteilung. Looks like it. Just needs a little bit more manpower, which is a bit troublesome for him at the moment. After suffering all those losses to the Katyusha. Recon plane up in the air for do not go gentle. Trying to go for the cap on the far flank. Sandbag sandwich on the VP there. There's a connection from the rifle nade. Maxim needs to get out. Oh, T-34 taking some shots from the pack. Gets out of there in the nick of time. Here comes the second caddy. You can see him long range firing there. Going after the pack for some revenge. Oh, and connecting nicely. Got the flare up in there as well. Spotting. Making sure it's got the reduced scatter. By not firing into the fog of war. T-34, low health coming into this one. This is super risky. That pack could very easily rotate across there. I suppose he's got the flare up in the air though. Spots the pack's movements for the moment. Trying across the road there, but Combat Engineer Flamers get a little bit too low. Here comes a flak panzer. Back a little bit slow. Has reinforced it, but slow to come back across. And engage the T-34. Sherman pulling back. Caddy into the centre. Forcing the Axis off the VP. Looks like the Priest has done another barrage. 10 kills on that now. Don't know how many of those are like legit kills and how many are the medics on the HQ. Either way, it's you know, accumulating its vehemency, softening up the truck slowly but surely, and making it dangerous every time the Axis come through that route. But there's the Tiger for Abteilung, and Franz not prepared for this at all. Has almost no anti-tank, no AT gun. Quite vulnerable. The Allies are overall just very, very vulnerable. T-34 here on low health and does go down to the pack. Greed living up to his namesake there, leaving that T-34 one shot from death on the front lines for such a long time, and it finally backfires on him. We've got a Katyusha coming in though, out the back. The flak panzer going hunting for him here. Uh-oh. Greed about to pay the price. Black Panzer going in for the kill. Double Katyushas over here with no anti-tank support. And this is just going horribly wrong for the Allies, paying dearly for their overinvestment into artillery and no investment into anti-tank. As soon as that T-34 went down, nothing to prevent this kind of play. Katyusha's still alive though, one shot from death. Can the Flak Panzer get it? No, connects with the wall instead. Katyusha's still alive. These squads trying to get in there for the Faust to kill the Katyusha. Oh, main gun crit now. Flak Panzer going to be denied the chance to even go for the kill. And the Katyusha ends up surviving. That was a very, very close call though.
Reconnaissance flight ready at your disposal.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, the Tiger should have been being a little bit more aggressive and really putting the boots to the Allies while all the anti-tank was diverted to the Flak Panzer. He was playing conservatively with it.
Supply half track is in action. Standing by for setting of command.
And the Priest is getting that HQ quite low now. I haven't seen any repairs from Abteilung so far. As I said earlier, it would be nice if we saw Franz come across here with the sweepers, clear the way, maybe open up the door for the Sherman to get some damage done over here. because I haven't seen any contention over that side for a very, very long time. So they're just able to just fully focus their attention in the center. Big shot from the Tiger, and they get the wipe because of it. Recon plane up in the air. Disconnecting. Oh, and an AT gun steal here. Heck, trying to get away for greed, but he set it up there maybe. Taking some LMG burst, but the suppression kicks in from the Maxim. And it looks like it's going to get away. What is he doing? It's on 2 models, man. Just run it back to base. This is just a disaster waiting to happen. Here comes the sniper, by the way. Fresh sniper. I didn't even notice the other one dying. It is. Tiger pushing through the center, but the AT gun there with the AP ammo equipped. Got the snare on there as well. He tried to put down some tank traps there briefly. And Priest once again going for the battle group. It's getting quite low. Sniper slowly picking off the troops down here. Looking to clear our path. Doing a nice job through the center, but about to meet some stiffer resistance against the Jackson. Caddy going after the infantry support guns again. Got caught between saying stiffer and sterner there. It came out a bit weird. Richland do come out here. Tried to go for the smoke in the cap, but the kitten's there to jam it. But that's opening the door. Maybe the Sherman could head out in that direction. Just one unsupported Raketen. Especially if the Tiger gets low in health, that would be a good time to strike. This could also be a decent time for France to get some M1919s. Make it so he can really bleed these Fusiliers with his infantry. Ooh. In a dangerous position against T-34. T-34 going for the chase around the corner now. Prioritized vehicles at the moment though. And a little bit slow to the chase. That's away. Got a forward rally point here for greed. I don't see that utilized too often, but it's pretty cheap. Decent option. Priest getting close to the kill here. 20 kills. I'll leave a bit 1 though. I do have to imagine a lot of those kills were medics. Sherman coming forwards. And Grandy's going to jump on top of both these AT guns. Oh, the T-34's there for the support. And allies need to maintain control of their center. VPs are basically dead even. Oh, double Raketens on top of the Jackson. And he loses it so quickly because of that. Now Tiger feeling bold without the Jackson on the field, pushing in, but the double AT guns are there. Everything bouncing off the Tiger, however. Really, really good. Raketens taking some Katyusha fire, but it's from reasonably far back. Oh, there we go. Couple connections. Only 7 kills on that Katyusha so far. Not an incredible performance. Conscript's chasing after the sniper, but no kill. And sounds like a conscript went down in the center. Chicks coming forwards. Tiger just ripping in here. Double AT guns pulling all the way back to the base, and maybe going to make use of those med crates back there that you can drop on this HQ. Start healing those up. Nice to see the HQ utilized. Kind of rare to see it in 1v1s because the maps aren't like that big. You don't need them quite so much. Pick it up with team weapons. Interesting. Looks like you can. Tiger pushing in. T in a nice position for Franz though. And it looks like the HQ finally went down. Abteilung just never repairing it up. And eventually the priest got the job done. Another priest coming in for Franz as well. So Allies continuing to invest in the artillery. Oh, second AT gun from the side. It's a kill, but this actually does go down there. Quick look at the KD here. Franz not nearly as so far behind as it was before. Basically stayed even since I last looked at it. Abteilung with a really good KD at the moment. Probably thanks to the infantry support gun and the Tiger. But yeah, no more HQ out the front here. Wonder if they're going to go after the Schwer next. Stuka fresh on the field for Abteilung, trying to return fire, but not getting much. And now I've got the elephant for Do Not Go Gentle. Up against the mass mediums for the moment for Greed. So could be vulnerable to a bit of flank action. Don't see any tellers down at the moment. And a good utilization of the flares from Greed as well. Often forgot about ability on the Soviet mortar, the flare. But very, very handy. The flak pads are pushing forwards. Double AT guns are there, but only one of them connects. Look at this wall of sandbags for France trying to hold on to the center. And the priest coming down as well. Cannot hang in there. Tiger bouncing most of the shots from the AT gun so far. AT gun missing. Oh, but the dive bomb, I didn't even hear it. Devastating blow. AT gun decrewed, squad dead. And now Tiger pushing in, looking for the decrewed weapon kill. Doesn't get it. Katyusha coming back the other way. Rakit nearly goes down there. Hoffman looking for the snare, but they're very clumped and low. Does get the snare. Tiger pulls back for repairs. Axis going for the cap in the center, but in come the T-34s. Oh man, ram over here on the elephant. Other T-34 going in for the kill. Doesn't have the munitions for the rocket run. Remember that got increased in price from 100 to 125. But double AT guns coming in behind this. Still has to penetrate the frontal armor of the elephant. And only got in for one shot. T-34 might have to come back in here and look for the kill. Instead, oh, he's losing sight of it. And the elephant looks like it's going to get away. One shot from death. T-34 takes a main gun crit, so he has to get out of there. And it was looking promising for Greed. But maybe I should have stayed in there with the second T-34 and continued to hunt the elephant. And as a result, the elephant survives, loses the AT gun. And that's really good for the Axis. That's a couple good wins for them, you know, they took down a lot over here with that dive bomb. And now a lot of losses for the Allies again, going after the elephant. Stuka. Decent damage. This area, fresh battle group up, similar position, and similarly it's going to get shelled by the priest again. Axis down about 100 VP, so despite getting some nice kills, they've been suffering a little bit in the VP department. Another T-34 ready for Greed, just about paired up the other one as well. Still requiring quite a lot of repairs. Double AT guns now for France. Well, in comes the Katyusha. It's up on the run. Gets out of there, didn't take too much damage. Pegreen's just charging forwards. Guys don't really have the strength to stop them here. Tiger also pushing forwards. Katyusha could be in a bit of jeopardy. The Tiger's feeling that bold. Priest has to disengage. Going for the kill on the decrew gun. T-34 going in for the ram. And gets the engine critical. Calling in the planes now. Well-timed plane activation. Tiger down to 1/3 health. The AT gun's a little bit too far back to follow up with any further damage. So Tiger going to get away here. T-34 spent. And no real result. I suppose he did stop the AT gun from getting killed. But I'm not sure that's worth a T-34. Inflicted some damage on the Tiger as well, I suppose, as well. So it does one twice there. Okay, here comes the Elephant again. Connects with the T-34. T-34 on the run. Now he's just chucking units into the center at the moment. But yeah, very strange. I don't see Franz get the weapon upgrade here. I feel like they just help him so much against these Panzergrenadiers especially. Choosing speech munitions on abilities and grenades largely instead. Good walking Stuka barrage there. A lot of kills. Vet 2 now all of a sudden on that walking Stuka. Only 13 kills. Usually it takes the mid-20s to get Vet 2. I think he did quite a lot of damage to the priest with him, so that gives it a lot of experience. And Axis stalling the capture. Axis over here guarding the other VP though. Priest into the center trying to halt the capture. Oh, Tiger coming forward. Sherman on half health. Could be in trouble. Everything bouncing off the Tiger here. Sherman gets away to safety. Takes a little bit of damage. Major unable to get the capture in the center. It feels like the Axis is just inching ahead in terms of army size, but very, very even battle at the moment. Could come down to the artillery. The priests are okay, but they're not inflicting a tremendous amount of bleed. Oh, Puma in the back! Going after the ambulance, but runs over a mine. There we go. Nicely done there by Franz. He's got a lot of mines close to his base. Not by the rifleman. I didn't notice them, and they come good. Save the day against the Puma. Katyusha coming through, targeting the HQ area. Doing some decent damage. And Stuka coming through though. Just did the smoke plane, so he's got some sights. It's the decrew on the AT gun there. Oh, and a wipe from the Tiger. This Tiger, 33 kills now. Slowly accumulating. Just pretty good bounce RNG so far on that as well. Jackson out the back, too low in health. T-34 goes in for the ram on it again. And once again gets the engine critical. Wow. Is this right there? Jackson coming forwards. Repaired it up a tiny amount. Rocket run coming through. Oh, both tanks go down. And a big plane crash connecting as well. Franz, what happened to his infantry? He took a gamble with the Jackson. I think that was the right choice. Good trade. Got Jackson for a Tiger in that scenario. Can't allow the Tiger to escape after sacrificing yet another T-34. Well, he's coming in with the Flak Panzer. I think he's got eyes for the Katyusha, but we've got quite a lot of medium tanks here now. Popping the Blitz and disappears into the smoke. Sherman chasing through on HE. Attack ground, but it's not doing any damage. Oh, and the Katyusha goes down to the walking Stuka. Takes down the AT gun as well. That was a devastating hit. To 20 kills now. I think 2 of those were Katyushas. No, maybe just the one. Smoke into the center to open up the capture. Oh, a nice follow-up there. Killing the decrewed AT gun with the Shrek squad. Oh, really nice bundle grenade into the smoke. Grenade back the other way, but that one not going to be quite so successful. Priest into the center though. Potentially damaging. So far not hitting too much. Ooh, right as I say that, squad down. Axis have to get out of the center. Double priests at that close range. Scatter really good for them. Very, very reliable. Let's smoke off in the center. But Axis don't really have that much infantry looking for the capture immediately. Oh, but the walking Stuka's ready to fire again. That's what he's scouting for. This could be devastating. Sherman jump back inside it. Oh, but the priest goes down to it. 2 rockets connect on it. And it gets the kill. Wow, that is pretty lucky. For a priest to take that much damage from walking Stuka barrage. Become the double T-34s, both missing on the flak panzer though, so reluctant to go for the chase after that. And here comes a King Tiger now. Instead of the regular Tiger, hits a Regal mine there with the T-34. So that is immobilized. The Elephant can rotate and deal with that at its leisure. But here come the 2 combat engineers. If he continues to muck around like this, he could actually get the repairs done. Here comes a Raketin. Another T-34 acting as a bit of a blocker. And King Tiger coming across now as well. Other T-34 getting out there trying to save its own skin. Desperately trying to repair this up, but it has to repair it all the way to full before the critical gets removed. In comes a Brumbeer. The infantry support gun connecting for some big damage, and could lose both those medium tanks here. Well, the other one does get away from the King Tiger in time, but Regal Mine showing its strength, resulting in a dead tank. Almost always is when your tank gets mobilized like that. Oof, getting very, very close call. Comes the Brumbeer, softening up these team weapons, and no anti-tank for Greed at all after losing all his this. A half-track, which is a somewhat curious choice from Franz. We're not really up against any like big off maps. I suppose there's a recon planes every now and then, but I feel like there's not a high priority purchase to get a half-track to shoot down the recon planes here. Guess he feels the need. And still, you know, I haven't seen any contests of this VP at all. Especially with now the King Tiger instead of the regular Tiger, so much less mobile. Sherman could head up in that direction much more safely for some harassing play. We do have an SU-85 now for Greed. Let's see what that can get done. Tiger dishing out to the infantry. AT gun trying to stay set up on the KT. But the Obers are there. Ooh, half-track goes down to the Priest, I think. And the big boys rolling through the center for the Axis. Goes for the kill on the decrewed AT gun. Elephant also pushing forwards aggressively here. Boxing out the allies. SU-85, it looked like that hit, but didn't do any damage. That one did. Elephant not really in a position to return fire. Jumps back inside his tanks. We're going for the base assault. Not hitting too much.
300 points remaining.
And Franz rebuilding that dead AT gun now. SU-85. Ooh, nice position.
AT gun ready.
Doesn't go for the chase down kill on the Brumbeer, but maybe the T-34 can get it. Going around the corner. Shrek's missing. No, SU-85 seals the deal. And now they are packing a bit of trouble over here. T-34 still on prioritized vehicles though. Not doing that much damage. And a T-gun gets killed. Decrewed. Maybe destroyed. Flat Pans are trying to go for the kill on it, so Greed can't pick it up, and Rakitten actually finishes it just in the nick of time. SU-85 pushing forwards. There's a Vet 3 Rakitten here though, he's got to be careful. Going back now. It's just a real slobber knocker over this central VP, but tough to tell. Yeah, King Tiger's starting to make an impact. Oof. Major goes down. The Elephants so far haven't felt that strong with the positioning. It's been okay, it hasn't been bad, but just hasn't been overwhelmingly powerful. Stoop out the back. Decrewed AT gun again. It's time and time again. Up to Vet 4 now. 24 kills. Oh, Elephant finds the SU-85. It's on the run. Priest into the middle. Double Priest into the middle. Ooh, actually getting a good hit on the KT there. Okay, another Boombear for Do Not Go Gentle. Another T-34 for Greed. Oh, SU-85 up the back. Very, very lucky the Elephant missed that shot. Easily could have gone down there. T-34 coming in from the side, but the Rakitten's there. Going for the ram. Connects. A T-grenade as well. And here come the rockets, but a lot of them connecting with the cityscape. So Elephant avoiding a good amount of damage. SU-85 coming forwards, but still one shot from death in there. This time the Elephant does not miss. Gets the kill. That was incredibly greedy to think that he could get the kill there. I think he did like 3 shots, maybe even, yeah, I'm pretty sure 3 shots from that amount of health. So do you really think the Elephant's not going to shoot back at you for 3 whole shots? Walking Stuka again. Franz has had a lot of trouble dodging this so far. This one targeted at Greed for a change, and because of that, Greed wasn't expecting it. It was devastating. Bucket load of kills again. I think he had 28 before, now up to 43. Panther into the base region. Finds the repairing Jackson. Kills enough of the crew. And that's it. Allies throw in the towel. That was a close one. I think Greed's, yeah, a little bit greedy. But, yeah, Franz a little bit lackluster with his dodging of the rocket artillery this game. Maybe should have invested a little bit more into Jacksons as well. We should have seen some double Jackson play from him. And, Greed's needed an AT gun to help zone out the Elephant as well. Can't just rely on T-34s going for the ram like that. You need a little bit more follow-up than what he had. But overall, a good game. Back and forth action. Some nice plays, some good pushes. Mine shutting down the early one over here. That was crazy. GG. Very nice game. Well, wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.